What is up, boomers, and welcome back to the channel. We got to talk about some shit. We have some breaking news. Snow White, the live-action remake, has just broke the record on being the worst ranked movie out there. And all I can say is, let's go. Let's go, baby. We could definitely get it down a little bit more, but I mean, hey, we made it. We made it. Hey, we're going to be talking about why I believe the Snow White movie failed in the box office. And I have a feeling you guys will agree with me 100%. So it all started when the live-action Snow White was announced. I had nothing wrong with it. Nobody else had nothing wrong with it. It was going to be cool. It was like, whoa, we get Snow White in live action. Granted, we're kind of over the Disney live-action remakes. Like, can we not make anything original? Guess not. We get the live action. We get introduced to the cast. We got Rachel Zegler and then Gadot in the movie. So we get introduced to who Snow White is. Rachel Zegler. Okay. Not bad. Not a bad cast. And then you got Gadot as the queen. Evil queen? I believe it's evil queen. And right there, I'm like, you mean to tell me? Because the plot of the movie is like, the evil queen is very jealous of the looks of Snow White. Like, Snow White. Like, the evil queen is jealous of how Snow White looks. Like, she's jealous of her beauty. And I look at Gadot, and then I look at Rachel Zegler. And I'm like, no. You mean to tell me the supermodel is jealous of this? That's okay. It is what it is. Whatever. Cool. I could get past it. I was like, okay, the movie will probably still do good. Well, they kept releasing stuff. We are not. They took out the dwarves. They legit thought it was a great idea. We're gonna get rid of the dwarves, and they made a new cast of people that aren't the dwarves. They're like warriors in the forest or something like that. I didn't watch the movie, so I'm just going off of what I've heard. Pretty much, it got people angry. They're like, why did you get rid of the dwarves? Like, what the fuck? Like, now you're changing the movie. Well, then Rachel Zegler got asked on the red carpet thoughts on the Snow White, and by God, she couldn't have been any more of a fucking bitch.
I mean, you know, the original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Yeah.
Weird.
Super weird.
So we didn't do that this time.
So no prince or a different kind of prince?
We have a different approach to what I'm sure a lot of people will assume is a love story just because, like, we cast a guy in the movie.
Right.
Andrew Burnap, great dude.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that I think everyone's going to have their assumptions about what it's actually going to be, but it's really not about the love story at all, which is really, really wonderful. And whether or not she finds love along the way is anybody's guess until 2024. All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby. But it's one of those things.
So true,
it's
yeah.
an inner journey that she goes on to find her true self, and she meets a lot of people along the way that make the journey really incredible.
This is a woman's movie. We don't need no king. We don't. Pretty much straight out the gate, F all you. Like, we're changing the movie. They're changing it to where it's girl power, which, I'm gonna say this, I'll be honest, that's fine. More power to you. I don't care. My only issue with it, where I know, like, okay, this is gonna fail, is because they changed the whole story. At that moment, I'm like, okay, they're changing it to where they're taking out the prince. They're like, oh, girl power, whatever. Nothing wrong with girl power. We'll say that right now. Nothing wrong with it. What I will suggest is that if Disney really wants to make a movie about girl power and we don't need a man, make a fucking original movie. God damn. Don't fuck up an old classic story with this shit. So that's where they originally, I think that's where they started going south for sure. So after that red carpet, we got more images of the filming, and we noticed there's these really tall men, these 7 tall men, not dwarves, tall men. Where are the dwarves? Nope, they're taking them out because they're changing the story. Yeah, you're gonna fail there, which they got backlash for it, so they had to go in, reshoot the movie, added dwarves. But when I tell you, they made the dumbest mistake CGIing the dwarves. Listen, I'm not one. I say that's a fucking awful idea. You got all these live action characters, but we're gonna CGI the dwarves when we have this camera wants to focus on that. I am pissed. You have little sorry if I say the wrong word. Little people. I believe that is the correct wordage. You have little people that can play the dwarves. Why didn't you cast little people as the dwarves? Quit focusing on among the pagans. Quit it. What fucking topped the cake is that then politics got involved. I think whenever you involve politics in anything, immediately you fucking shit canned it. You called out a lot of people that were probably going to see your movie, and this is why it fucking flopped, is because you're shitting on people who you want to sell the movie to, and you give it no chance. So, did it rightfully deserve that 1.5 rating? Yes. Yes, it did. You want to be shitty to people? Fuck you. She's just a god-awful person. I'm not going to lie. At that point, I knew this movie's not going to do well at all because they're changing too much of the story and they're just fucking with it way too much. And then here's the fucking kicker of the whole thing. IGN comes. IGN just needs to fucking retire from ranking any movies. Can't trust them. Can't trust any of their ranking systems. They gave this motherfucker a 7 or an 8. This was their ranking. What the fuck is that, IGN? You mean to tell me IGN gave The Invincible Season 3 final episode a fucking 4 and ranked it bad, but we're gonna rank this shit good? Anyone really surprised that Snow White flopped? No. Did Rachel Zegler get what she deserved? Yeah. I kind of hope she... Camera, I swear to fuck. I gotta lean right here. Did Rachel Zegler get everything she deserved? I don't know. She probably is. She still has more money than me. So, did Rachel Zegler? Do you think she will reflect from this incident and going forward will not be a piece of shit on the red carpets or during interviews or to people that she's trying to sell the movies to? Probably not. Probably not. All right. Well, that was my rant. I just wanted to rant about it. So, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, comment down below if I was wrong, and we'll see you later.